the culture, for the culture, for the culture, culture.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tamel Cuts, proud owner of Uppercuts Barber Shop.
What up, everybody? This is Lonnie Horn, proud owner of world-class faders and world-class stylist barbershop and salon.
You're watching another episode of For the Culture podcast, going down every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And like that guy Rick would say, the clubhouse is officially open.
Jack. What up, man?
What up, though, man? What up, though?
Man, happy Tuesday to you. I'm glad to see you, man. Ooh, she did it. Happy Tuesday to babies. Oh, the first one in the clubhouse, man.
You know why? She got a key. She got a key to the house, man.
Ooh, I like that.
She got a key.
Like that.
Yeah. We gotta start making honorary keys. Like Ray be giving out them little the $100 bill. We gotta give out some house keys.
And another thing, we got to start writing these ideas down.
Right.
Baby, don't put it in the comments. Just text me. We had an idea the other day that she started, and I converted it into a T-shirt idea. And look at you, just popped up with a new one. We need a clubhouse secretary. Yes. Somebody that's literally like not letting these great things just go to wayside. Happy Tuesday, homie.
Happy Tuesday, my guy.
You want to talk about what you may have got going on your hair? Hey, you got one. I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, this was the original one that he gave us back at the For the Culture. So,
talk about it, man. Well, hold on. Let me set you up then. If we're gonna talk about it, please tell them what you got on, buddy. Apparel of the week.
My brain just had a brain. Oh, I got it. Okay. So we rocking that Zero Doubt headwear. It's got some dope stuff on it. It was one of my favorite hats until he gave us another one that I'll probably wear next week. And then on my breasts, I got that She-Wolf, the best hair transplant all the way out of Istanbul. You scan this QR code, man. Pay you some money. You get like $500 to somebody sign up, so scan that QR code.
Hey, that's real. She really will pay you if you know somebody that needs to get their bald head fixed, and we'll do it. She working hard on me, y'all. She working hard on me.
Lon hemmed up. She like, hey, it ain't as bad as you think. I can do that. Lon came to me and said, she's been getting me. She getting me there. She getting me closer.
You know, honestly, I'd love to talk to some of the clubhouse about some of that too, man. I'm not against it. I'm not against doing the hair transplant. It would be nice to not have to shave your bald head all the time. But I don't hate myself with the bald head. I love myself with life. The thing that took me away, it's not about her, is when I start seeing everybody like a year or two later looking like they got that wreath around their head. I'm like, nah, man. I'd rather rock with the bald head.
Let's be honest, your sides grow though, right?
Yes.
So yeah, if you can get that top just to set in, you'll be good. I got a picture of you with braids, so man, I can imagine you going back.
Oh man, listen, I know it'll be dope. I told her, I said, I got to see somebody 2-3 years in.
Somebody you know, though. Yeah, you got to have somebody you know that you can talk to, and they'll keep it real with you. You want that experience. I get you.
And I can do it. I can do it. I trust her if it's somebody that's, had to work in for a little while. I just got to see something. I haven't seen it yet. So anyway, she's super proud. She's passionate about what she does. I will give her that. So shout out to She-Wolf for sure, though. So we're still talking about apparel of the week. So I'm going to take this back to the beginning real quick. Boom, 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 boom. So my apparel of the week, y'all. This is how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a lot of Barber love. I'm rocking the Barber Love hat. And also on the hat, you can see the UBC, United Barbers Club pin right there. And then guess what? Guess you will never guess on the chest. Also, Barber Love, damn it. Now I'm full of barber love, man. It's been about a month and a half of just straight barber love, and it's just how I was feeling today. For people that don't know or tuning in later, we do this because Tamel and I get blessed with apparel everywhere we go. And man, it's just nice to be able to display it on Tuesdays without just throwing it up in your closet or under the bed. So if you want to send 2 larges, be quiet, babies. You want to send 2 larges, the address is below. We have a line that you would like for us to support. We'd be very, very honored to support anything that you give us. And thank you to everybody who always gives us clothes and hats and all of that stuff. I got some from last weekend's CT Expo that I'm gonna bring on next week. Oh shoot, we got some in the mail that we're gonna bring on also, man. So I'm excited. Anyway, happy Tuesday to everybody. I think we said hi to everybody in the clubhouse. Oh, we got new people in the clubhouse. We got my mama, hello, all the way from Seattle. We got my lady in there, hello, Sharisa. All right, man. It's time for you to show them who we be rocking and rolling with. If you can, please do me those honors.
The best barbers and shop owners know that aside from customer service, presentation is everything. I mean, look around. If you want to grow long term, you have to show up professional and legit. That's exactly why I started Focal Fuse, to help brands look like industry leaders without the extra BS. Focal Fuse has helped some of the biggest names in the barbering and beauty industry bring their brands and expos to life to feel 100% like them. And availability is limited, but if you know we have to work together, just send a message, we'll have a quick conversation, and I'll take care of the rest. Peace.
Barbers Illustrated Magazine, the #1 magazine built for the craft. Featuring the freshest cuts, top barbers, tool reviews, and real industry stories. Get the magazine your shop should have had yesterday. Print subscriptions just $9.99. Digital subscriptions only $3.99. Single print issues $12.99, and digital single issues $4.99. Tap in today and level up your barbershop game. Barbers Illustrated Magazine, join the movement. Welcome to the world of barbering.
Yes, indeedy, lemon squeezy.
All right, man.
What you chewing on? What you chewing on?
Man, I was trying to do it as quick as I could before the commercial break.
I can't make your jaws just.
Listen, I don't have my legendary lemon water tonight.
Hey, let's do this. Let's do this before you say anything. Chat. Guess what Lon's eating? Let's see. Give me just a quick, some guesses whenever y'all get time.
What y'all think I'm eating? That's gonna be funny. So I don't have my legendary lemon water tonight. Shout out to all my Chicago family. I had Chicago family in town this weekend, and it was a full house. And I don't know where the hell my cup is at. I don't know where my cup is at. It's like a mystery. I don't know if any of y'all ever had a house full of guests. Let's see. Baby said dried mango. Good try. That wasn't too bad. But no.
Is she close? Is it?
Is
it in that ballpark?
She's not close. No, I gotta say she is close because it's in the fruit family, so I'll give her that. Yeah, she's close. Man, that's a trip. I have really built a reputation. Like it's the national thing. We've been across the country, and I have people. We just talking, chopping it up. They're like, man, you really be on your fruit. I'm like, yeah. We at the bar talking. Like we're talking about me eating fruit. But no, I'll show y'all what it is. I thought it'd be a little tacky to just be sitting here eating like the way I would drink my water. But
I'm gonna guess it's a banana. Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah, Jesus. It's an apple.
Hey, that was my next guess. That was my
It's an
next.
apple. Boss Lady 34 Barber is also in the building over in IG. Appreciate
Hey,
y'all in
let's
the
go.
IG world too. Thank you. All right, man. Woo. I feel like you should be asking me what I did last weekend.
Yeah, hey,
But
bro.
but hold on.
No.
I rather do it in this order. I like when you started off. What in the world did you do last weekend?
Okay, Saturday. Okay, so Saturday, my neighbor. So I got my cul-de-sac is so cool, bro. Ever since I moved here, all my neighbors were just a real close knit cul-de-sac. We
Yeah,
really look
y'all
out
are.
for
I
each other.
love it over there.
Yeah, and three of us were like the foundation of the cul-de-sac when we connected when we all moved here because we all our homes were new builds. So I, so I'm black if you didn't notice. My other neighbor's white, and my other neighbor is Pakistani. So we had this thing one night. We're called s'mores because we make s'mores. You know the different colors. We one's marshmallow, one's chocolate, one the graham cracker. So we haven't been able to hang out because I've been so busy and they've been busy that they called us. One of my neighbors wanted us to come over and have dinner, and then we have new neighbors that just moved in about a month ago. So we all was over there the night before, and we had a funky good time. It was good to catch up with them. Had great food and everything, and then the next day, Sunday, I went to. It was this event. First time this event ever happened. At this place with this team. And I must say, you would think that they did this on a weekly basis. It was the world class stylers, world class faders, world class barber and beauty battle. People came from everywhere. The dopest part about it was at so if y'all didn't know, Lon owns faders and stylists. They're a block away. Um, So it was at both campuses. It was they call them campuses because it's like a whole like Lon runs that whole little area. Don't let him fool you. He's the mayor of that area. Everybody loves him. Every business over there loves him and loves his team. But they was having battles at both of the sites, and they was cross battling. Some of the stylists would be over here, some of the barbers would be over there, and they had vendors all on the sidewalk. It was just a dope feeling event. It felt community based, and the people that showed up, both buildings was packed. So shout out to you, Lon. Shout out to your amazing team. It was a dope experience, especially just to be a judge and then have to work. I was able to enjoy it, and it was put on very, very well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And that was super fun, man. That was so fun. Our team, they want to travel. They want to do things. They see me at Tamel doing things. They see other people they know doing things that are blessed in this industry. So I encourage my team to come up with a fundraising idea. And I was like, let's raise money to, chop the cost of this traveling down. It's expensive. And we first were going to do a karaoke event.
Which
And
which you did one before, and I've been asking for a replay because
yes,
that was well done too.
yes,
Don
yes.
does good things. Him and his team does amazing, amazing things.
Oh, you are so amazing.
They found it. They
That
found
was
it. Look. Oh,
Teresa
wait.
found it.
Let me see the hand. Let me see the hand.
It's
New hand. We
gone.
got.
It's gone. That
You
is
gonna steal
I'm
Rick's
in
bit?
the game now,
Oh, bro.
man. Oh
Hey,
man.
that's tight.
Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. That was wow. Wow. I'm all off guard now. That caught me. Hold on, y'all. I live off of lemon water.
That's dope.
Oh wow. Thank you, babe. I feel great. I feel all sentimental now, emotional. Okay. I'm good. So now I encouraged them to do this. We did do the karaoke in the past and it was cool. But this time it just wasn't landing right. And it crossed my mind. I said, we see some dope barber battles at shops and we don't have to bring chairs. We don't have to, it's all there. And everybody started thinking like, this is cool. That might not be a bad idea. And then everybody started throwing out ideas. Maybe we could do a wig contest too. Maybe we could do a braid. Maybe. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh snap! Guess what? It was like, what? I said, we got 2 shops. I was like, and they 1 block away. When do you find 2 shops 1 block away from each other, like that are the same brand? It's you never. And I'm like, it's a wrap, y'all. It's world-class campus and vendor booths, everything lined up. And it's like I came up with that original concept. And shout out to World Class Faders and World Class Stylers because they ran with it. We had meetings every Sunday. And whether me and Tamel was in California, Tamel was with me walking around Chicago one night, downtown Chicago, on a meeting with them. And so they did it, man. And the hard work paid off. The dope part is we had amazing judges. Tamel was an amazing judge. They were super honored to have him. They definitely look up to our Barbers Club brand. We had Babies come down. We had Jack of All Babies came from the Bay Area. Jack of All Fades came from Reno. Some of his team came from Reno. We had Simply Divine come like a damn gang.
Shout out to them, bro.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, I would say they had at least 20 people with them, but I think there was more from Yuba area. We had Corey the Barber from Fly Cuts doing his thing. It was just crazy. Ty Barberson, who confesses out loud, I don't go to events unless it's United Barbers Club. So have him come out. And then just thank you to y'all for trusting my team because they were reaching out to people that are my peers. And my peers, I'm out in other states chilling. And they're like, man, I'm going to see you on the 14th. I'm like, how you know about the 14th? And I didn't realize that they've even invited these people, but they see who shows love to you and I, and they see who I show love to. And they literally like message them from our DMs and they're like, hell yeah, I'm in. So y'all did a great job, man. And now we're getting ready to run it back. So definitely have fun. And then on the personal side, my father has never, ever been to California. My father's a Chicago alley cat. He's never, ever been to California. He came this weekend and it was a trip, man. I used to be like, man, whenever this man comes to Sacramento gonna be shut down. And so just to see those 2 things together was just such a trip, man. So shout out to my father, my sister, her first time out here, my sister Keisha, my aunt, and my other 2 cousins all got to come out here, man, for the first time, and they got to enjoy the battle. My little cousin actually was one of the models. He got his haircut.
He sure was.
By Gio. Yes. Yes.
Gio.
Yeah, it was fly, man. So we had a good time. Anybody that came in that we didn't invite that showed up to just make the presence even that much stronger, that was big to me, man. I was like, wow, look, I didn't even invite this person. And like Hanzo Shears was out there. Spotlight Studio, Hair Studio was out there. There was so many more.
The Mix was there. Yeah, it was a lot.
Dude, Rob, I'm walking through the crowd and I look and I said, oh, I'm special. I'm so special. And this lady, she said, why? I said, to get this man out here? And he said, man, you know, I don't go to SHIT. He said, I don't go nowhere. He said, brother, I had to show up. We went to his, actually, shout out to Shari Wilson. Shout out to Mixed. Me and my family, we went to their Juneteenth festival Saturday morning in Elk Grove. Real quick, and then we're going to get on to our guests. This is really important, y'all. There's a lot of racial profiling and things that are still going on to this day that sometimes we're just so oblivious to. We sat there and listened to her tell the story. She opened up her salon in Old Town Elk Grove, early 2000s, and they were putting feces on her window. They were walking into her shop and telling her, you know what color you are, you know you don't belong here. I was like, this sounds like a 1940s movie or something. You know what I mean? This is early 2000s. They're driving by in the big trucks, yelling at her, telling her to get out of here. And so she could have done her Juneteenth festival in a more welcoming place, but because of what she went through, she chose to do her Juneteenth festival right there in that same little town on that same strip. And she's been doing it. I think this is the third year. And then she moved down 3 blocks and opened up in a super dope building. And so she's just showing Black excellence out there. And it was an amazing event, man. So I got to be there that morning for that. And Rob saw that we supported them, and he showed up at our event the next day, man. So shout out to Shari Wilson, owner of Dream Girls, and shout out to Rob Brown, owner of Mix Beauty Institute.
Well, both of them are co-owners as well as
they're
6
both
other people.
Yes, they're co-owners of Mix together, and Shari owns Dream Girls, which she's a superstar with that. But yeah, that's it, man. That was my weekend. And what's coming up?
Oh, Mississippi
Elite State Barber Summit, man. I'm gonna be out there July 25th, and I'm honored. I'm excited. I get to talk about my Barber Broker Brand initiative, where my goal is to help barbers get the mindset of being a barber investor. Doing what me and Tamel do when we're on stage, sharing some of the mistakes that we've made, the things that we would go back and do, knowing what we know now. And just helping people get more out of what they make from barbering behind the chair. So I'm looking forward to that, man. If you're going to be in Mississippi, any of the surrounding states, in Alabama, any of that, it's going to be worth coming to, because Rick is pushing this hard.
Amen.
All right, man. You ready to do this?
More than ready.
Man, listen, our guest, when he came on last time, we didn't quite know him as well. But we love what he was doing. We love what he was about. Now we can actually say he's our barber instructor brother. We've grown to, really support each other. We're proud of what he does. He's recognized in the barber and beauty education world when it comes to helping students pass their state board exams. This guy, man, he's dedicated his career to helping aspiring professionals bridge the gap between the classroom and licensure. It's a lot of people out there without licenses or that's just constantly failing, man. So through education, mentorship, and proven test preparation strategies, he's helped countless students build confidence, pass their exams, and launch successful careers. Tonight, we're diving into education, preparation, professionalism, and the blueprint for the long-term success in our industry. We'll bring it to the screen none other than Mr. State Board, aka Thomas James.
What up, brother? No mic.
While he gets his mic fixed, we're gonna tell you a little bit about this guy, man. This dude is super dedicated, man. We actually got our chance to meet him in person. So we met him online first. Then we
hear you.
There we go.
Good.
What's up, sir?
How are you, man?
Oh, we're blessed, brother.
Blessed in what, T? And what, T?
And highly favored.
Buddy.
Good.
That's
the way to be.
All right, man. It's good to have you back. We got some things to jump into, man, because you've been cooking, man. You probably didn't hit us 3-4 times in this last years, and you cooking things, man. So tell us a little bit about what's going on in this state board world of yours.
Man, well, right now I'm just doing a couple of things behind the scenes right now. I got a couple of sponsors now. I have a big project that I have to sign a couple of NDAs actually before releasing those that I'm dropping at NABA, as well as a conference, an owners conference the very next month. So September and October. I have a couple of big things that I'm very pleased. I'm very happy to drop actually. So really, man, just that, just with my hands in there right now.
Let me ask you this. You sound like this is very top secret, man. Is there anything? Are there any pieces or gems to get out of the vagueness of it, or do we need to stay there?
No. So what I can say, it deals with students. It's educational. Yes, it will help with the state board. Well, I can say this much. So there will be parts of it that I will be the face of nationally. And then behind the scenes, I will be a ghostwriter on a couple of projects. So I will I can't say single-handedly because I'll be with a company to which I can't say which, but to everybody in the barber industry. So this will be barber student specific. Everybody that goes to a school or the apprenticeship route, there is a book that you have to read that is not the blueprint book. I will be a part of that in some capacity. So, I mean, again, there's only two companies out there that are, either it's a Milady thing or it's a Pivot Point thing. And I will be writing, or I'll be helping, not even helping, I'll be assisting in writing some things in one of those.
Let me ask you, because you made that statement very specific that it's for barbering. Mm-hmm. The state board, there's certain the beauticians, the cosmos have to take the state board too. Mm-hmm. Do your book, The Blueprint, help them pass the state board as well, or is it just based around? So then, what you got going on, what you got cooking is going to be generalized towards the barbering, not just a blanket thing.
Right. So what happened, like people will say, what had happened was, I presented it. We talked about it. We ran some numbers on it, and they came back, and they, the company came to me and said, hey, yes, we understand that, what you have with your book helps everybody, barbers, cause, I even touch on nails a little bit in the book. A little bit for the aesthetics, and them being the big company that they are, they were just like, hey, why don't we shrink this thing down? And then we got to talking, because they're $1 million company. And then they were telling me how, like, there's really no money in, like, generalizing. Like, the money is in they use a good fancy word, specificity or something to that extent, right? And so that word will not be in the book. But they were telling me, hey, what we're going to do is we want you to focus on barbering. And we're going to make you the face of this, and this. And we will say that this is for barbering. Now, any product that I put out personally, it can still help everybody. Okay. But when this thing drops in a few months, it will be strictly for barbers. And then I'm hoping to extrapolate that into other fields, but millionaires, they're millionaires for a reason. So they're like, hey, we're gonna run the numbers on these. Let's see what we can do from there.
Is there any significance to this shirt that you have on right now?
Oh yeah, so this is Squire. I like them. They it's two dudes in particular. Let me just go ahead and throw that out there. So it's a guy by the name of Joel Alvarado. I met him a year or so ago, and then they gave me some stuff, and then so did there's another guy by the name of Eric Eric Ramos. I think you guys might have met Eric before. Mm-hmm. And
we know Eric.
Yeah, and so I got them to speak at the school, similar to you guys, when y'all came in and spoke to the school. So they did something virtually, and just being completely honest with you, they gave some t-shirts to the students, and I was running some errands right before I came here, and so this was my errand t-shirt that I threw on, and that's what it is. Yeah, and now that I think about it, y'all
you thinking now? You thinking now? Yeah, you thinking now? Because I was like, hold on, I don't know if he's doing this to make me mad.
Got you. Hold on, because this is one of those. Here we go.
No, you all good. Yeah. You all good.
Now put that down. Put that down. Let's. I'm a real big advocate for making sure the clubhouse is always up to date. Sometimes we can have look at Baby. We ain't never gonna put nothing past Babies. For y'all, for people that don't know,
right? So now,
stop. For people that don't know, hold on. For people that don't know, United Barbers Club, we are the OG Barber podcast. He over here laughing too. Shout out to our guy. So we're the United Barbers Club is partnered with Booksy. Booksy is a booking app. It allows people to, organize their business and do amazing things. They treat us well. We travel with them. We do a lot with them. So in our barber culture, it's a known thing that hey, United Barbers Club, UBC, is with Booksy. Squire is one of the other options out there, and one of the competitors. And so, yeah, he's not even thinking that he got this shirt on while we on here, but we don't. But hold on. But we don't care. It's fine for us. The way we look at it is we rock with Booksy because they are truly just an amazing group altogether. They have done things to change me and Tamil's life and our barbers' lives. So can't nobody tell us nothing about Booksy. But in general, all of these apps have brought organization to our industry. And so Tamil and I, the word United, we really mean it. So we've interviewed the owners of Squire live at CT Expo.
Song and Dave.
Yeah, and we've also been to multiple events where Squire has purchased, they've paid for exclusivity where we can't even show our Booksy logos. So it's fine, man. We gonna mess with you and have fun, but it's not like that. It's like he wouldn't put the laptop.
You see it? Because I mean, like I get it, and I do appreciate you for saying that. But still, that being said, it is, or at least in the South where I'm from, it is a respect thing. So
you're big about that too. I remember we went to eat with you. You're big about that. We went to eat with you, and you was like, no, let me get that. To the fact that it offended you that they were doing that because your hospitality. You want to show us that, so we get that, but we're not bothered. We understand. We can't tell people what they can and cannot wear. We run this podcast. Booksy don't run this podcast. We run this podcast.
Could you imagine if when he came on, we just put a filter on his screen? Be like, on that whole middle and be like, go change. Come back. Now check it out, man. So let's get on, man, because I want to make sure people understand you're a powerhouse to us, man.
Yes.
This guy, man. So first of all, we talking to a Southern boy. This guy is Southern to the core, and if y'all ain't heard it yet in his dialect, and we love it, man. As Tamil mentioned, we met in person in Tennessee, which is where my man is at, and he treated us with so much hospitality, man. We had started rapport with him online, but we weren't quite relating Tennessee to him. We were going out there for the annual barber takeover with our girl Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany because she took care of us too. And my man Thomas right here, he saw on IG, what? Y'all in Tennessee?
Right.
Hell no. And then he was like, man, I'm gonna meet y'all at the school. I'll be there that day, and we're gonna go eat. And we had a great time and we broke bread. So thank you. But I want people to understand. We know you're a powerhouse, man, but like, tell us what inspired you to dedicate so much of your career to helping students pass the state board? I mean, hence your name, Mr. State Board.
Man, it's I don't like when people have their goals set on something, they have their eyes set on something, and then there's a hurdle, for whatever thing that that's just stopping them. And so I was realizing that when it comes to that state board test, a lot of people are failing. And then it's very polarizing. You'll have some people who are high 80s, low 90s, and on the same day you'll have people who are 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't like that. I don't like that when you're working just as hard as everybody, your talent is greater than everybody, but you don't receive that same opportunity. And then I just feel as though I had a calling I hear this a lot, and I say this as modestly as I can. People tell me that I'm good at teaching, right? And so like I have ways of breaking things down. And so man, I threw my rod in the water and it stuck. And I've just been updating. And then when I was doing research on things, I was noticing like, hey, the stuff that I'm telling my students in Nashville, like this will be applicable to, I started in the South and then I just started, expanding. And just started realizing like, oh, okay, so a lot of people are using this book. A lot of people are doing this. And then, man, that was it. Just trying to help and do my part. That is it.
For people that do not know, Thomas
Mhm.
has written the blueprint. I don't forget the under title, but passing the state board, helping you pass the state board, pretty much. Okay, for people that do know this, that's been through Barber College, whatnot. My lady, I don't know how big the other book is this thick. Thomas' book is this thick.
So have
So
you guys seen the new one? So y'all seen this one, right? The Numa Lady book.
yes,
Okay. So this
I
is the
have now.
Numa Lady book, right? And this is mine,
I'm glad you put those two up.
right?
Yeah.
So this is
So
theirs. That's mine.
my question to you is the wealth of information you put in that small amount in that book, making it that thin. What made those things
Mm.
the important things to put in there?
So, and I tell everybody this. So, as I heard a previous guest say before, that they're giving free game, right, for this one. So, I tell all students this: whether or not you believe in the things that your instructors have told you, all you need to do is download a copy of a candidate information bulletin. I know this podcast reaches people worldwide, so every state you are either going through the people that are making your test. That is either PSI. There's a company called NIC. There's Pearson View. There's in certain states, your actual state actually creates it. It's all a matter of who it is that's making your test. Every company has a thing called a candidate information bulletin. When you download one of those, and everybody's is free, you download one of those, it's going to have a content outline. And that content outline is going to break it down for your particular state. It will say there's, and I'm making these numbers up, it will say there's 30 questions on sanitation, 10 questions on coloring, 50 on whatever. So what I did was is I downloaded all 50, right? 51, including Puerto Rico. So I downloaded all of those. And then I just started seeing like the percentages of like the country. And then I put the percentages all by each other. I created an average, and then I made my book based on the national average of how every company how they make their tests. That was it.
I noticed that a lot of when we interviewed you last time, a lot of the information was like universal nationally. So I just thought that was pretty cool how you found a way to integrate them. But that makes sense. It almost sounds like you take an average and then put it in there. What are the biggest mistakes that students make that cause them to fail when they actually have the skills to pass?
So the biggest one is changing your answer, right? Because what I learned is like psychologically, what ends up happening is thank you. I read that, babies. Thank you. The biggest thing is, and psychologically, what ends up happening is like, let's say you're taking a test and you mark the answer A, right? And then you go through the test and then you go back to that question. What your brain, because your body will take care of itself. Your brain always gives you what it feels as though is logically the correct answer. So when you go back to that same question, now your brain is trying to tell you why that answer is not right. So that's why some people will, even if they selected A initially, when they go back through and they read the question and they look and they're staring back at A, they're now going to work. It's counterintuitive. So a lot of people change their answers when they don't need to. When you get people who score 67, 66, 68, I guarantee you at least 3 or 4 were changed. Like I guarantee that. So that's the biggest one. The second one is people who feel as though they can go through all of school, not study at all, and they're gonna crank. That's another big one. And people who cheat during school, because nationally, just to be completely honest and transparent, nationally the tests are made on an 8th grade level, right? Like the reading level is an 8th grade level. So yes, when you get to anatomy and physiology, there are big words. You know, all barber students remember the sternocleidomastoideus word, right? So like, yes, that chapter might have some crazy words, but overall, any instructor will tell you that the reading level is very elementary. So we should all be passing, definitely.
Let me ask you this. Now, I can imagine as thin as your book is, if I went to go take a driving test and you know how thin their book is, if I read through that, I believe I most likely get the information I need to answer the questions to be able to pass. So my percentage on passing is going to be high. Do you have any records or research to know how good your book is for those who have been using it, the feedback from it, and the
Yeah,
passing
and
rate?
I'm so glad you asked that because before I could sign with this big company, they asked that. So I have a very good friend of mine. He works for I hate to call it this, but like a nerd college. It's the Brookings Institute. Okay, so what they are basically a company of like the smartest people in the world trying to solve the world's problems. Right? They're like the Avengers of the environment, and they do things with stats and statistics and things of that nature. And so I just reached out. I said, hey man, hey, I need that favor that we all talked about. I need you to reach out to, here is everybody that has ever written or that has ever read my book over the last 7 years and all of the updates. I need your people to reach out. We need to get statistics, all of that, right? So I mean, it is legit. It's backed. They are so esteemed that when I went to the company, they wanted to verify who I knew of the Brookings Institute. I didn't know how high up they were on the scale, right? Like this is my friend from Nashville. Like we've been knowing each other since we were 2. I didn't know how smart he was until millionaires that had nothing to do with what he does wanted to know who my friend was, right? So they did it, and their statistics show that it's a ton of them, and I'll send these to you guys personally. But 4 out of 5 people that have read my book prefer my book over the Milady book, and then overall, I have a 91% passer rating for people reading my book the first time.
Wow.
So yeah, and that's globally. I have a 91% passer rating.
Let me ask you this. Go ahead, Lon. Go.
Do you think that you know, a lot of students, they'll go through school and like you said, they're not studying, they're not paying attention. I mean, they're really just showing up. And then it's getting close to the testing time. So that last 30 days is real, just crunch, is vital. Do you feel that a student in that position with that 30 days left, if they dove into this book, it could prepare them for the test?
Yes, and so one of the problems that I run into, because I've tried to get my book to become like a educational resource that state boards across the country like actually like stand behind, so that I could like just get it out there like a pivot point, like a Milady. There's no monetary value in my book, is what I've been told on several occasions. I bring that up because my book, the best case, depending on how you look at it, scenario that I've ever had, I had a guy who just laid down and did, or just got out doing, laid down and did a 15, right? So that's 15 years for your viewers. They got out on Wednesday. He told me his story, all of that stuff. I was like, hey man, it was late Wednesday. I said, hey man, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna overnight this thing to you. Thursday, first thing I do in the morning, I get up, I ship it, I expedite it, all that stuff. He gets it Friday. He reads it after laying down for 15 years. He reads it all Friday, Saturday, Sunday, took the test Monday, passed with a 78. Right? Now, this is a person who hasn't touched a Milady's book, a Pivot Point book, no barber education book at all, right? He just received his hours while he was in prison. He said that it took him, it was like 4 or 5 years long in order for him to, complete their barbering program. And yeah, so like, I mean, that's the best story to it. So yeah, yes, they can.
Good job, man. That's good job, man. That's fire.
Is this book designed to help you pass a test, or also does it teach you stuff? The reason I asked you that question, because could a person like me that's been in this game for over 30 years, took my test a long time ago, may want to refresh myself on stuff and not have to read the whole Milady book? Is there things in here that I can read through the book and be like, oh, cool? Especially when you talk about diseases or contracting different type of skin stuff on another person. Is that kind of stuff in there that can refresh my memory?
So I'll answer that in two ways, yes and no. So what I have in the introduction, I tell everyone that this is not a book to replace teachers, to replace the stuff that you guys are using on a day-to-day basis, because my book will not teach you how to cut hair. It won't. Like, that is not what it's designed for. What my book will do, though, is help you with damn near everything that the state board might possibly ask you. So, and then the thing is that I put it in like story form. So like, I just flip through and I'm on, keep in mind, it's only 53 pages. Or this updated version is now 62, right? And even if we go here and we're just talking about color, I'm right here, I'm saying, perfectly matching the swatch that you provided. Aren't you happy, excited, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then from here, I'm going with, don't be mad. Let's get tactful about this. We have many options as far as removing hair color. You can use a dye remover. A dye remover removes artificial pigment from the hair. There's also a stain remover. A stain remover is what will help when spilled on a client's skin as you need to remove it. So it's one of those things to where, and that's just one of the paragraphs. And so it's one of those things that you will, if you've been out of the education realm for a while, there are some things that will refresh diseases. If we're talking skin and things of that nature, the actual name, what to look for, how to look for it, that whole thing is in there. But if you're looking for how to fade, if you're looking for how to extract,
you don't learn that in school.
I almost answered Tamel's question for you, because I remember when you first sent us the book. We were traveling. I can't remember where we were.
It was in Tennessee, I believe.
Maybe, yeah. And I started looking through it. And I was just telling Babies this too. Like, sometimes I want to go back to school. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I know how to barber, but there's just things that I feel that you should know. And now I'd be more proud of what I'm doing to know these things. And so one of the things that stood out to me was the description of the different funguses, infections, and shapes of just the shapes alone. And that was something I got as an experienced barber. And then it was down to even just some of the more simple things, like parts of the identifying the moving blade on the scissors. You know what I mean? Some of the definitions and the heel of the clipper. I'm like, I didn't know we had a heel on the clipper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was going to answer it myself and say, hell yeah, there's things that experienced barber. This is a tiny book, y'all. Like, it is so tiny, and just my little skimming through, I got hooked, and it's easy to read. And I think that's a big problem with barbers. A lot of us took this route because we didn't function so well in the traditional, institutional facilities where, we're reading these big old books. As soon as you see the book, you just like, oh, damn it. Like, that's the rest of my school year. So when you see this, if a school had this in there and you're getting ready to start this flourishing career, that would be amazing, man. I want to shift a little bit and just ask you, how much responsibility falls on the school versus the student when it comes to state board success?
So So there's a legal answer, and then there's Thomas's
Hold
answer.
on. Let me be more specific with my question. We have you on here because we are interested in Mr. James. We are interested in Mr. State's
Let's
board's opinion. So forget the rest, man. From your opinion, how much lies on them?
Well, for me, because I have another big project that I love to share with you guys that I'm hoping I'm able to attack later this year. If not, it's Q1. It'll be a great thing. I feel as though that honorable programs, it's their duty to get the students to pass their state board exam. Like, I mean, it's easy to just accept the money of your students, have your doors open for 1,500 hours, and push people out the door. It's very easy to do that, and legally, that's all you send a curriculum to the state board. You tell them you're going to teach this thing. They don't come in later to see if you're a good teacher or not. They just want to see that everybody has a seat, everybody receives a kit, everybody is receiving their honest hours. So legally, that's all schools have to do. But like I feel as though if you're an honorable person, like you're supposed to, right? Like, I mean, it's just one of those things. If I were cooking for a group of people, my job as an honorable guest is to bring to you guys the best food, the best dish, the best effort that I could on this dish. It's not to just say, well, I mean, I'm gonna just throw some. I know I invited some people over, but I'm gonna just throw some random together, and if they like it, whatever. So to me, a lot falls on the school. That being said, I'm the only person responsible for feeding my family. So I would put the onus on myself personally as a student to do it. So like it should be a fair 50-50. But everybody knows, a bad school owner. Everybody knows a bad school teacher. And then that's when I say it every time I'm speaking to students. Make your teachers earn their paychecks. Make us earn it.
Now, you have a question from the question for the clubhouse. Shout out to Prosperous Barber. We appreciate you so much. She's so dialed in, and that is important for us. That's what builds this platform. So please continue to do that. And you guys that are messaging on IG, we'll do our best to ask the questions over here. We can't put them on the screen. So if you type them in, we'll ask. We want you to get as much as you could get out of these interviews. So Prosperous Barber says, where do we get it, buddy?
Yes. MrStateBoard.com. Just go there. Mr. State Board. So like, I know my name was somewhere on here at some point, Mr. State Board. Just MrStateBoard.com.
Right.
And I'll ship one out to you tomorrow, whenever you get it, because I have them. As you can see, that was one. I'm staring at some behind the camera right now. There's one. So MrStateBoard.com, and I'll be more than happy to send out a couple of them. I sent some to some of your guests on the last show. I just sent a few to some schools. So the people. If what was her name? Prosperous Barber.
Prosperous Barber.
Shoot me a DM. I'll send you one for free. Like it's really that simple.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Let me tell y'all my disclaimer, because both of y'all up here just fanning your books around like y'all all up here like.
I'm holding.
Let me tell you what my book is. I'm gonna tell you what my book is. My book is with one of my apprentices. I'm sharing it with them so that they can pass the state board. So,
that's dope.
Also,
wait, hold on. You trying to shame us? I see what you're doing. He's like, I'm blessing people. You got to watch him. You got to watch him teach.
I felt empty-handed. I'm like, Dwight Smell ain't got his book. Let me tell you what my book is.
Instead of just saying how much it helped his apprentice, he gonna put us down for flossing eyes. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If I have an apprentice who needs it, they're struggling, I'll give it to them. But I truly, when I opened this, remember I was traveling. I literally was like, I need this. I'm like, wow, this is information that I need. So I enjoyed it. But yes, if anybody needs it, I'll definitely pass it on.
I also got it in digital form too.
Honorable
so
Tamel.
Have it on me.
There you go.
I always have it on me.
Always.
So my thing is that accredited schools need to have a passing rate, right? Got to have a certain
Yeah.
passing rate. So they're already have an initiative to push out or at least educate these guys to go out to pass it. So
Yeah,
they
they
have an
they
incentive.
do. But so like there are these things depending on like who your accrediting agency is, to where you can get limitations. And so like not to shame anybody because maybe one day my stuff might be accredited as well. But I know it, I'll just say two. I know two schools to where they don't fix problems until the limitations become a big problem, right? Because like you are let off with a warning, you are able to fix the thing before it comes back. And I know far too many schools that say, well, hey, if they show up, I'll teach. If they don't, I won't. They're not like pressing the students, things of that nature. I get it, but there's other businesses to where you don't necessarily like we're in the service business. It just is what it is. A person tells us what they want. Our job is to give them, the best effort that we can. So like I don't know. Morally, I can't just take your money and just let you go to the wayside because I know that I have a big enough percent of people passing that I don't have to care about you. Morally, I can't do that, but it's enough. It's enough out there.
What are some of the things students should be learning in school that aren't necessarily on the state board exam, but are critical for success in this industry?
Marketing, like that's the thing. Also, like you can't pay your bills with likes. Okay, you can't pay your bill with the heart.
Wait, you telling me if I got 1,000 hearts on my post, I can't pay my electric bill?
Right. So it's like it's one of those things where like I understand getting followers and things of that nature. But what's better is the substance. Nothing will ever beat a handshake and a business card. Nothing. Like that's not going to happen. So why not even when you are doing social media stuff, don't forget, and what I try to tell people is don't just put like random hashtags of things you think are funny. But what I like to do is I tell my students and students across the country, do like local geotagging things. So here's something that I like doing. So let's say that there's a y'all are on the West Coast. So like LA Fitness is out there where you guys are, right? So what I would do if I was a barber like somewhere in a city where an LA Fitness is, I would have my location because you know how like on Instagram, TikTok, you can put where you were when you took the picture.
Right.
Take a picture of your haircut, put LA Fitness as the place, right? Put that as the hashtag so that when people go to view LA Fitness, that particular one, your haircuts come up. Like do things to where like don't forget the local, right? Like you guys do shows and they are all amazing. And I don't know where everybody else comes from, like from other states that come in, but you guys know from doing shows that if the people at home don't come, then like the show is not as big as like it could be. Like yes, you want the outside guests, but if people don't hook you up at the crib,
You do need that, man. You do need the house. You need the house. That's become big to me and Tamel because when we first started traveling and building great relationships with people around the world like you, man, we always felt like we were representing Sacramento very well. And we was proud, man. We tell everybody when they ask where y'all at, we're in Sacramento, but we move around. And we didn't realize what Sacramento was looking at it like until maybe I don't know, maybe about 5-6 years in. We came home and we had this event coming up, and I had a barber pull up on me, and he's a very well-known barber out here. He's not out in the industry the way we are, but here everybody knows who he is. Man, he pulled up on me like, man, we got to talk. And he's like, man, hey, It's like step over here. We go off into the alley, and I'm thinking, man, somebody's sick or something. And he gave it to me. I mean, no disrespect. He just
Right.
he was speaking for the city. He was like, man, some of us is talking like, y'all forgot about us, and I was like, what? He's like, man, it's like it just seemed like y'all doing everything, for all these people around everywhere else, but we don't, us. And I'm like, man, every event we throw here is for us. Y'all should be
right.
We should even. And then I had one guy tell me, man, remember T said, man, I ain't never get no invitation. I said, the invitation is the flyer. What did you tell? But I had to listen to him though, because the fact that he even cared how we did things at me and T, we had to go back and sit and think about it. And we said, man, if Sacramento really matters to us the way we say, then we need to listen to them, no matter what. Me and T ain't thinking the way they thinking at all. But we say, you know what, this next show, we forget going down to the Bay and Reno, and we're about to blow every shop and every school in Sacramento. And we was popping back in the shops like we did when we first started. And they appreciated it, man. And you seen them show up at the event. And so for me, the way I tell people locally, I go, you see these names and these people coming from out of state to come support us, because we support them too. But when they come, you're a part of the hospitality package. Yeah. You need to be there, because they're trying to come and feel the texture of a Sacramento barber industry and that culture. And so now we understand the responsibility, and like you said, that home team matters, man. It does matter. You got empty stands at home, but your Bay Area sister out there, your Reno, man, that'll be a bad feeling.
No. I totally agree. So yeah, definitely your local marketing is a big one. And then for me, I understand, barbers, and oftentimes, just want to be comfortable with clippers and shears, or let's even take one of those away. The school normally dictates what you're learning as far as tool implement wise. In other words, if many of the people at the school all have short curly hair, then you're going to do a lot of clipper stuff, right? If your school has a lot of straight haired people, you're going to do a lot of scissor stuff, shear stuff. What I tell people is to make sure that you're prolific in both. You don't have to be the king or queen of the school in both clippers and shears, but you need to know how to work them both. And then the last thing is you need to know how to do something with color. Something, not a whole lot. You need to know, and I tell everybody, when in doubt, grab a 2N, which is 2 on the level system. N is for neutral, and a 10 volume developer. You need to know, if you don't know how to do it, open up the box, but typically it's a 1-to-1 ratio. That's going to help when people are trying to cover grays. Find something a little weaker, maybe a semi-permanent if we're coloring the beard. Get away from using the vegan all the time, or Beijing, as some people say, all the time, because even on their box it says do not use on the face, right? So it's one of those things to where, a lot of people, been doing it forever, have been doing it forever. If you ever read the box, it says it on there.
Dang, bro. We need to start reading these boxes, bro. We need to read these boxes, not just the instructions, the warning.
Real quick on IG, we got Barbara Melendez. Shout out to Barbara Melendez. She said another thing that's not taught that should be is taxes.
That, you know what? Taxes, insurance. So one thing that I do at the school is I bring in guest artists, right? And so like I loved when you guys came, and like it wasn't, hey guys, let me show you how to do haircuts. Now let me preface by saying I appreciate every barber or stylist or colorist that comes through the school to help teach technique. Let me go ahead and throw that out there first. but it's those soft skills, those life skills. To get back to what you guys did, so that your audience hears it as well. One of the things that these two brothers did that was just amazing that I use in my lessons to this day, and I credit you guys about it. Is they were talking about like the pros and the cons of like certain shops, and like how like if you were able to close your eyes, money's not an object. Like, what does the perfect shop look like? I'm paraphrasing, but this is what these brothers were doing. And the list that like the entire school came up with was just amazing. And then they flipped it and they were like, hey, now tell us like what the bad shop would look like, right? And so like what I felt as though what that did was that opened up people's eyes. That allowed people to say, you know what? Or even just brainstorming, where now like, you know, a student that like another student has never spoke to, they're able to hear and see what that student thinks. And then you're like, you know what? That would be great if I had that in my shop. Yeah, I need that. So like when you guys do that, I've also brought in, so I appreciate both of you guys for coming in.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You brought
a tax preparer. I've had one of them come in, a CPA. As a matter of fact, the dude that was driving you guys around is a CPA. Berto.
Oh, that's what's up.
He and I played college football together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I picked Roberto for
Roberto. I was gonna say, reminded me. Yeah, he treated. We had a driver the whole weekend, y'all.
Yeah.
We have never had a driver. We've had Ubers, but we have never had a driver. Right. The difference is when you pull up to the function in the Uber, you gotta take all your stuff with you. When you pull up to the function with the driver, man, you just get out and you just
get let out. You get let out in some cases.
Right. Yeah, he let us out. And man,
we doing his thing.
Matter of fact, Berto went in the party with us.
Hey,
he kicked
very good dude. Berto is a very good dude. Been knowing that man for a very long, 20 plus years at this point. Very good.
That was, and for that to be our first time in Tennessee, that was an experience we'll never forget. That was beautiful.
Oh yeah. I'm glad. So yeah, just the soft skills, man. Like students, we got to do better. Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
And I know that the people go to school to pass the state board. I get that. Mm-hmm. And they're releasing barbers out into the industry who it's kind of like getting somebody drafted to the league that now makes all this money but don't know how to manage it. And I say that with barbers that have some skill set to cut hair, but don't know how to get a client, how to retain a client. And I think all that's based on customer service and consistency. Definitely. And that's what I see lacking in schools, but I know the school is just to help you pass the state board. That's why me and Lon go and do what we do, because it's a mindset, it's habits. And I am telling you, as a barbershop owner with 15 chairs with 12 barbers in them right now, that I'm not the best.
Okay, I'm not the flexing now. Okay,
no, here's the flex. I'm not the best. I'm not the best barber in my shop by any means, but I'm one of the most booked up, and it's not because I cut good. Nah, that's why I'm not the best barber. My customer service is bar none. That's what's bringing people back. They're dealing. I'm dealing with them wherever they're at. I'm meeting them where they're at. Some of them come to us for some of the most important things in their lives, for some of the downest moments in their lives. And we need to be able to feed them what they're coming to get. Because you think they're coming to get their haircut, they're coming to release most of the time.
That experience.
So you have to get that experience. So that's where it's at. It's the overall experience. The haircut is a small part of that, but it's how you're ready for them when they come. You're asking them this and that when they're in their chair. You're just giving them an overall experience where the haircut is very minute to that. So.
Yeah. You got to say your pleases and your thank yous, as my granddad said. Got to say your pleases and your thank yous. And quit smelling like weed. That's another thing. Quit smelling. You know, like that's
professional.
That's
Be professional.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all. Be professional.
That's all.
I like that. It's actually simple, but you know, it just sounds simple to us because it's common sense to us. But like they say, common sense ain't always so common.
It wasn't coming for us for 10 years,
man. That's what. Yeah, and so that's why also when we speak on stage, we don't speak from a soapbox. We actually before we even start, excuse me, before we even start talking, we tell everything we did messed up. We tell it all. We snitch on ourselves. We confess it all. Because otherwise, if you just come up here and start talking about, man, if you want to get the most out of barbering, what you gonna do? They're gonna be like, oh, of course, man. But when we actually, they don't even know it's coming because we telling on ourselves so much. They starting to enjoy the story. They be laughing like, I was doing what? Hey, we done seen people in the audience high five each other because they like, that's us, that's us. And then we like, but then we're gonna share with you, you know, the downfall. I got one last question, and then I'll leave it to T if he got anything. If a barber student is watching tonight and feeling overwhelmed, discouraged, or even doubting themselves, what advice would you give them before they walk into that exam room?
Buy the book.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
I got you, player.
That's a plug.
Thank you.
That's a plug, T.
So that's the first thing. But like I would say, and it's so many different ways that I could take this. Number one. One thing that I've always taught my sons, and I even tell my students this, and I got this from T.I., the rapper, you know, believe it or not. But my favorite phrase of all time is, let the losers worry about losing. Okay? That's not what we do. We win over here. So like all of that stressing and all of that you're doing, that's loser talk. You know, let the losers worry about losing. Okay? And even if you're scared, do it anyway. Just do it scared, like, because it's here. You know, we can't run from it. Okay, so it's one of those things. Like, yeah, and I tell my sons that too. He's like, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, yeah, I know. You still got to give the speech though. So either you about to give this speech and you're gonna have the frog in your throat, you know, or you're gonna drink some of this water real quick, go to the bathroom, wipe your face off, and like act like you're the smartest person in the room. Okay. So like that's one way to get the nerves out. Study earlier than later. Okay, like just a little bit every single day. Like I know, and then statistically, I know my book is the best book out there. Like I know it is. But even if you don't get mine, just download a candidate information bulletin and then just read a little bit every day from whatever book that your teacher gives you. Just a little bit, you know, read until you get tired and then just stop. Like you can, the trick to life is that you can do anything you want to. Like that's the trick. You just have to convince yourself that thing is possible. Okay. The gift, the fact that it's what 4 or 5 billion people on this planet. The fact that whatever the vision is and whatever your dream is in life, the fact that it came to you out of 8 billion people is the universe's confirmation that this was meant for you to do it. Okay?
I like
anybody could have come up with this book right here. That's how I know it's a godsend, because I can't tell you the amount of research I did when I was like, there's got to be a Cliff Notes copy of this book. Like there has to be one, you know, and this was 14 years ago. I was like, hold on, let me go. So I went to Cliff Notes website. Okay, that's not it. All right. Barber test for dummies. They don't have one of those. All right. Study guide. Quizlet came up, and then like with Milady, the Cengage, where you can just take the test over and over. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to regurgitate the information. I want to know the information. Can't find that. All right, let me go look for this. Let me go look for that. And then I asked my teachers. And then I asked my mentor, Uchendu Nwani. I asked him, and he was like, oh, yeah, I know who got one. I was like, who? Who got it? And he was like, you. The world's waiting on you right now. What? I said, you damn right.
Damn right.
That was good.
Damn right.
Right.
And this right here is where you take your shirt and you just rip it right off your back. Just rip it right.
Hey, that was fire. Shout out to Uchendu, man. He blessed us along.
Yeah, real good dude.
Hey, bro. Is there anything that we did not cover that you want to quickly talk about so we can?
Yes, for you guys, because man, y'all interview everybody, man. Let me ask y'all a question. How was CT? I know you guys talked about it a little bit beforehand. But yeah, like how were you guys? What were your experiences, out there on the East Coast? How was it?
Man.
Just to give you a quick recap, we've been to CT 3 times. The first time we was in CT, it was as if the red carpet was rolled out for us. It was just we were blessed from our relationships in the past. Sherry the barber let us sit at her table. Her table was front and center at the Grammys. Was nobody sitting in front of us. We seen everything. It was just absolutely beautiful. Then we were stage side with our podcast, interviewing all the big names. Shout out to Eric making that possible, as well as Jay. And so we experienced that in a way that we don't think nobody else has ever experienced it. The next year we went for content purposes. We were out getting drops. We were really doing a lot of content, barber trivia, all of that. This year was the first year we went just to see CT Expo. We went to classes, went to educational classes. We went and hung out with vendors. I got my hair done there. It was just a dope overall experience to sit and just be a part of it and not actually be working.
Yeah,
Good.
and now that Tamel tells you the last 3 years of everything we've done in CT Expo, I just
I didn't leave nothing for you, did I?
No, you did not.
I didn't leave nothing.
No,
I did a Thomas on you.
Right. Hey, he left a lot. I was trying to help you out, Thomas. I was trying to get him like he be getting you. I was like,
They don't see the alley oops.
Long-winded. With his
I love it.
Hey, I left and came back. I did.
I saw that. Yeah.
I missed it because I was talking.
No, I know why he did that though, because if we just talked about what we did, you leave a lot of context out of why we did what we did. And so I knew what he was doing. I just like having fun with this boy. I love him. But
man, you gotta get him back. I'm sorry not to cut you off, because I know he's got love for me, because I tell her, like, on the text, I'm like, nah, he really does treat me like one of my cousins down here.
Hold on, y'all. We doing that talk. We're doing that talk where people don't know what we talk about again. Listen, what he's since they going there, what he talking about, y'all, is we have meetings and talks outside of this podcast, and Tamel be lighting Thomas up. Hey, Thomas
sneaker stuff in too. You missed the one about the shirt, ripping the shirt out. You missed that one.
Hey, Thomas would be passionately telling us, man, brothers, I got this idea, and let me tell you why. And so I'm all ears. I'm just listening, and we on the Zoom or the FaceTime, and then when he get about 3/4 through, Tamel be like, sure long-winded.
You don't need no water or nothing. You don't need no water, nothing to drink. And he asked him in the last meeting. Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, no, I know he's not trying to come for me, so I'll be like, well, no, actually, I don't. I don't need none, but thank you. And then I'm like,
Clubhouse. In the last meeting, this fool, Thomas went through this whole thing. And it was dope. I was like, man, Thomas passionate. I like how he broke it down. Tamel said, hey, you sure like to talk, don't you?
I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I couldn't do nothing.
Bro. Hey, that's my love language, bro.
Hey,
and I told Thomas that. I said he like you, man, because he just saying it to you. So anyway, now let me share my CT.
Okay.
So I forgot about that.
No, I remember Junebug. Y'all remember that?
So let's go.
CT was dope for me. He could tell you everything, and there's still a lot to say. For me, it was amazing because of what he mentioned. We got to walk around, we got to be with people and just talk casually. We got to build with brands that we're familiar with, they're familiar with us, but we never had that time to sit and like run ideas by each other. We ran ideas by people. We got to tie in with I'm really excited that I got to tie in with my barber sister a lot tighter. Brandy Lachey, the original barber dog. We got to really tie in. Bones the Goat got a lot closer with him. You know, Poppy Blends.
Yep.
Is it Poppy Blends? Yeah, Poppy Blends. So a lot of one-on-ones got real tighter. I got to see my barber sister win Instructor of the Year at the CT Grammy Awards.
Congratulations on that too. I reached out to her on that. Good job.
Listen,
like very good job
man.
on that. Seriously.
Got to rock with her, Tati and Jazz. Those are our Bay Area braider sisters, man. And to see them in CT for the first time and to be able to rock with them and be there to support them, we had fun. Terry the Barber, we was having a good time with him, and the list just goes on. But one thing to wrap up my long-winded one is I experienced something really unique. There was about 5 to 6 men that were focused on health. And so I've been on a health as wealth journey. I've been really focusing on, I'm trimming down 25 pounds. I changed my diet a lot. I'm going crazy on green. I'm doing a lot of green stuff daily, every single day. My blood levels are the best they ever been in my life. And this is my own journey, but I'm not walking around pronouncing it. But I'm seeing people looking different, like Kenny Duncan. Man, Kenny Duncan, he on stage. About his health, he on stage doing the panel, and I'm sitting there recording. I keep looking at him like, man, Kenny look different. And so, you know, when he finished, you know, me and T chop it up. I'm chopping it up with him. I'm like, bro, you look good, man. Whatever you've been doing. And then he starts spilling it. And then that conversation turned into us trading, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what, and then move on to our guy Clay. And this guy, he said something that blew my mind. He was like, we're getting older, but we ain't done. Like, we can't not be taking care of ourselves. Right. Like, that's why young cats don't want to look up to none of y'all asses. He like, he said, you don't look like that. Right. He like, what young cat gonna want to look up to you? You look pregnant. Like, what can you tell him? And he's like, and he said something else real just distinct. He said, if you're my friend, if you're not loving on yourself, you can't love on me. So if you're not taking care of yourself, you ain't loving yourself. I'm not judging you, but I need you to take better care of yourself so I can know that you're loving on you enough to love on me. Man, all I gotta say, there's about 5 other conversations that happen like that. And I just felt like, what a coincidence that was a big topic amongst men at this event. So that was a big takeaway for me, man. I hella enjoy my experience out there, man. Hella enjoy.
Hey, before we go though, we need to do a show, guys. That's what kind of show? What kind of show? What kind of show? I need to come out there to Cali sometime, and I want to meet some of these schools that y'all are at. Baby East, I want to go visit your school. Prosperous Barber, I want to go visit your spot. The brother, I forget who was on last time, but I sent some books to his spot as well.
A blur, everything blurry.
There it is. Yeah.
Tracy.
I want to go visit his spot, man. And then like we need to do something. Y'all know that like I'm all for the students, all day, everyday students, instructors. I think that like the 3 of us, I know we can get together and come up with some things. We might have to talk a little bit behind the scenes a little bit. We'll work some stuff out. But I think that if we really were to put ourselves together, you know what I'm saying? I think we could probably come up with some stuff. Where we
got schools on lockout here. We got to. Our schools love us and we love them, but I love that idea. We do show up to schools. We do our spills and stuff. We have been taking other people around. We've taken Jack when he was doing his show. We took Garrett Dixon when he was doing his thing. We do that. So you let us know any time of day how you want to set it up, and then maybe we can get it sponsored by Booksy as well.
Yeah, yep, sure can.
Man, over there flexing.
Sure can. Yep. I will always root for the paycheck. So yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
All right, don't you see me? Don't you? Yeah, you all right? That's exactly. It would be great.
We got some real players on this one today, boy. Y'all read between the lines. Good job, fellas. Hey,
I
y'all.
love it.
This is another Tuesday rocking out. We need y'all to do us a favor, though. We have to grow this. We have to grow this. We put in a lot of work. We dedicate. We fly based on this schedule, y'all. Like when companies want to book us, they're like, "What day y'all want to come back?" Well, we gotta be back to like Tuesday morning, no later than Tuesday morning, maybe Tuesday afternoon. And as some of y'all know, we've gotten off the plane the last few weeks and gotten straight to these studios and recorded. So please, I'm being straight up. Help us grow this. And the way you do it is you subscribe, you like, you share. If you're on Instagram, we appreciate you. Instagram is basically a mirroring of what we're doing on YouTube. So, so please, if you're on there, subscribe on YouTube. That's all you got to do is click our link in our bio. It'll take you there. Set the reminders, y'all. You hear something that's good on here, share it with people. That's how we grow it. Okay. Would love to keep y'all tuned in with us. So we do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What time is it? Where you at, Jane?
Oh man, it's late. I just have love for y'all. It's 10:30 where I'm from, man.
But the reason I bring that up though is because this is what it's about, y'all. We go out, we get resources, we build relationships around this whole world, and we bring them to this here podcast. So help us continue to do that, man. And with that being said, we gonna get out of here. Thomas, much love to you, my dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. We'll catch up some more behind the scenes. All right.
Come on, man. We're gonna catch up and we're gonna schedule that meeting and we're gonna bless everybody with this idea you got in mind. All right.
Let's do it. Thanks again, man. I appreciate it.
Man, same to you, y'all. All right, we'll see y'all next Tuesday. And I think we're about to be out of here, y'all. I think we'll be out. And I'm gonna say bye for Tamel too.
yeah. And get your internet up.
hey, there you go. Hey, that's how you get them.
Yeah,
Thomas.
Yeah, I get one in.
Matter of fact, you got 30 seconds to say all you can say right now. This is how you get them.
Okay. So first of all, you need better internet. Okay. I don't know if y'all have cricket out there, but I think that you are the last subscriber up. All right. So that's the first thing that we're trying to say. Also, I don't know what that was. While your camera was so close to where you was almost coming through the screen on my side. Back up just a little bit. We'll make this thing work. But in all honesty, man, that is my barber brother as well.
Yes,
man, it is all love always. And that's how I know that I'm loved by you guys. Just by the way that you guys said that, like, I welcomed you guys. The feeling was easy. It was easy to do that because like it was receptive and it was mutual. You know
definitely,
what I'm saying?
man.
So, like, you guys continue being great. Seriously.
Thank you, man. And it's gonna stay that way, man. And we are looking forward to connecting. We're gonna do this many more times, man. So thank you for your time today.
No problem, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right.
Hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all know Tamel had to pop up out of here. He's usually our guy that takes us out. But please like, subscribe, share, y'all. And we're looking forward to seeing y'all again next week. And let's do it. All right, everybody. Peace.